Hello, everyone. Welcome from my table to yours. This is special segment. Um, I just had to tell you, I don't know how many videos I made already, but this is a update. I just put out a video. I'm sorry I was half asleep, but I just had to tell y'all what was going on. But now I have to tell you something else about going on. I just made a video like a few minutes ago, technically, right? But I'm not putting that one out there because I got a new update. Because I did call the bank this morning, and they did say they were gonna put the money back like they did said last night. And then they said starting at 10 o'clock tonight they should start putting the money back. But how she said it was like the money, like not just mine but other people. And then they said if it's not back by tomorrow morning, call them. And then they're putting a complaint in saying that the money need to be put back. So the other money that was in the other virtual accounts, they not putting that money back in my checking account. They said they're gonna send it through mail, and they're gonna send a letter stating why they closed my account. Even though my account was on the positive side, it wasn't no negative balance, but they said they're gonna tell me the reason why they closed the account because she don't know why because she on her end they're not telling her nothing. And John went into the bank and tried to see. I called up, got the same results, and like I said, I thought it was because maybe I didn't put that much in there because I was just starting to rebuild, just got an apartment, just came down here, trying to get established again. So I thought maybe that was it, and find out that it didn't have nothing to do with skin color, and it had nothing to do with being a woman, man. I just put that in there. It didn't have nothing to do with class, poor, rich, middle class, upper class. It had nothing to do with that. It's just across the board because another guy was in the bank, and John said he was talking to his wife, and while he was asking him what was going on with his accounts, and he wasn't African American either. He was Caucasian. So it is just going on across the board. So I'm not a banker. I don't know what's going on. I just know that this did happen to me. I still believe in PNC. I don't know if it's going under. I don't know if it's emerging with another company. I don't know. I just know I did look it up on Google and on YouTube, and it did say they didn't have a good quarter and stuff like that. So I don't know. And what they estimated that they was gonna produce, it didn't happen. So that's all I know so far. And like that. So anyway, and John had told me after I told him that they was gonna start putting the money back starting tonight. He must have checked the account periodically, and he said, "Oh, your money, they put money back into your account." I said, "Oh, okay, that's good, like that." And then he must have just checked again, and that was like maybe 2 3 hours, and then now the money's not there. He said disappeared, and it's now it's in pending stages. So I don't know what the heck going on, but I told him this: if he looked before I look, and the money's in there, you race right on out to the ATM machine and you grab that money. That's all I can tell him. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just saying, it's not that much, but it's still our money. You know what I'm saying? So you grab it up, and I'll wait for the other stuff to come in the mail. And mind you, why they just didn't put it back into my main account? Because if you put in, or you send me a cashier check or whatever check in the mail, don't I still have to cash it somewhere? So most likely I'm gonna go back to the bank to cash it because the point is that you go somewhere else like a check cashing place, you're gonna get penalized. So anyway, on that note, so ladies and gentlemen, I just had to tell you this what was going on. Like my mama always said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And yes, I didn't. I did have I started back. Just I have $1 here, change here. I just didn't put everything in the bank. So I do have like a few dollars, if I wanted to eat something or gas or something, not much because I told you I was just starting to rebuild, So anyway, on that note, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, you know, be diversified. And stuff. So I used to be really diversified. I used to not some of the things that I did have, but I did listen to Dave Ramsey, so I got rid of a lot of stuff. He did make sense, but sometimes you just can't get rid of everything right away. If that's my opinion. I understand why he said it, and I agree with him, but sometimes things are a little harder than what you expect it to be. But so I just could tell you some of the things that I had. One time I had I can't even remember the little small stocks, mutual funds and stuff, certificate of deposits. I had savings bonds at one time. I still have savings bonds somewhere out there, but that's a different story. I'll tell you what happened to that another time. It's still there. I even had a what you call it, safety box, and that bank closed down on me, and still had the box, and I had like $2 in there, the rare $2 bills. I had coins in there. That's why they said never put your money in there, and I was putting stuff that I didn't want to be misplaced, thinking that bank was gonna stay open for a long time, and it closed down. So they didn't never send it to me or nothing. I don't know what happened to that box. I just remember they telling me after the fact, how you don't get your mail right away, and they said, "Oh, you're supposed to came and pick up your safety deposit box." But okay, how about you didn't get the mail? It didn't happen. They can't send it to you. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. So anyway, I just wanted to put this second video out here. Really third video, but so they're supposed to start putting the money back in tomorrow. Like I told Mr. Thompson, if they put it back in before tomorrow, go grab it. Go grab it. Because I don't know what's going on now. It's independent stations. Um, I don't know. I probably gonna go get what you call it? I had in my other video maybe a credit union account because I had one, but I wasn't totally satisfied because when me and John had a joint one and it was a holiday, it was hard to get the money. Then they didn't have a lot of branches. That's why I stuck with the main ones, like that. There used to be a time that me and John used to put our money together and get a certificate of deposit because it was a little easier to get. Now they want like $1,000, $2,000 just for you to open it up and don't even hardly give you that much interest on it. So you know, things is changing. You know, just be mindful. Start asking questions more. Start listening to Congress when they're in session about what's going on with the banking and what's going on with this nation, and listen to the stocks more. Even if you don't know something, look it up or ask somebody that's in that field what's exactly going on, so you can know, because things is going on around us and we're not aware of it. And then when we get hit, we like, what's going on, you know? So we just can't leave it up to the people that is controlling our money, controlling different things in our life to tell us, because sometimes the people that work at the bottom can't tell you, they just got to listen to what the boss tell them to say and what to do. So anyway, um, on that note, and then sometimes they don't want to tell people because they don't want them to get into panic, have them take their money out, but it's their money, just their livelihood, like that. So I'll let you know about whatever going on tomorrow. If they put the money in, if all the money go through, what's going on. So I'll let you know. I don't know why I'm not crazy upset about it. I should be, but I'm not really crazy upset because I never. This is uncommon for me because PNC never did this ever to me. You know, they never did this. The only nope, they never did this. So I always was I always, liked PNC, and I thought it was PNC was the bank for me. So I hope everybody go through something, and things never could be perfect. So it's just this happened. So I'm just praying that it work itself out, and if not, I might just um I'm not gonna probably go and get try to get a savings account. So I probably just had to get a savings account from a credit union. And now with the credit union, I told you on the other video that it all depends on your credit. You want to if you want to do a check, I don't know about all credit unions. I only know about one. That you have to come inside the bank. You can't even have checks that you write it out freely. You have to come inside the bank and sit there, and they gotta do a check for you. For whatever bill that you want it for. I was like, wow. So, cause that's a way of them helping you to build your credit. But at the same time, just don't be fooled, guys. That's just leading up to, what. I know y'all probably think I'm a little crazy and stuff, but what is leading up to the people that believe. That is. It might not be my lifetime, but this is just the start of it. So I just want you to know that I didn't even think a plague would come in my lifetime, but I knew it was coming because I'm like a history buff too. I said, what comes around goes around. I knew, and my mom just used to look at me. Oh my God. I love that lady, huh? Mama Rachel. They used to just listen to me, you know, and stuff like that. But, they love me anyway for me. So I'm just happy for that. So, and Aunt Eloise, I can't forget about Aunt Eloise. So I love Aunt Riddell too, but Aunt Riddell didn't have to listen to all my crazy theories. So anyway, um, I just, and Aunt Francis. But anyway, I just thank God for my family anyway, because they just listening to me. And then when it happened, they gonna say they didn't even look, they didn't say nothing. They just like, well, on calendar did say it was coming, you know. I said you better listen to this crazy lady when I talk. So anyway, be a watchman, be a watch lady on the wall. Ask questions, try to be as prepared as possible, and that's all you can do. It's not how much you make, it's what you do with it. So but if you can make them big bucks, make it. I ain't gonna tell you not to, but if you don't, hey, you just gotta do it on a smaller schedule, not schedule, but on a smaller platform. That's what you just gotta do. You just gotta be a little bit more wiser. You just get there a little bit slower, but you can still have a good lifestyle. And luckily this is spring break for us, and well, like I told you in my video, I was just gonna hang out with Daisy, Dolores, Linda, and we all gonna go out to eat, and just I forgot what bar it was, but I know I said this in my video, it's not like what you think. You know how the bars have food and all that stuff. So that's where we're gonna go and just laugh and just have sister fun. Probably call Cheryl up, have some sister fun. And if I do happen to get back down there before the week is out, I know that she got the fire pit and the pool, which I haven't been in her pool yet. I've been on her house how many times? I don't know. And most of the time I had my other part-time job uniform on, so she used to be like, can't you come over my house without that? But anyway, that's another thing. But I had to change my clothes when I got there. But I never been in her pool, even though she said, come on and go to the pool. But I was just never been to the pool. And I joined the gym so I could have a pool and a sauna and a whirlpool, because everybody know once I'm in that pool, it's done. You forget calling me, because I'm in the pool, I'm in the sauna, I'm in the whirlpool, but I just didn't get there yet, and that's how I was going to get there. I told somebody on my job that that's what I was going to do Friday. Friday, I did not even get there, you know. I didn't even get there. And then, anyway, I was a little embarrassed because I did tell John I was going to take him out. He did see me transferring the money over and stuff. I did not double check, ladies and gentlemen. Usually double check everything. I did not double check to see. As long as it said submit, I reviewed it, I submitted. Usually I go back and double check to make sure it's actually in the account. I kid you not, Friday I did not do that. I didn't. I did not even check. I knew something was going on with my account. I said, Dad, this don't say virtual. Usually it's 3 virtual accounts. And I did not, all I saw, why it say interest bearing? Why it say that for? I said, okay, I got to call the bank. That's the only thing I said in my mind. That's the only thing. I did not even think twice because, it was PNC. I said, oh, they going to correct themselves. Or once I call, everything going to figure itself out. That's how I was thinking. So then when John went to zip the card, and mind you, John was saying to me, I think I should pay for it. I said, John, I said I was going to pay for the food. I got you. And he went to zip, and that card said deny, and my eyes went, what? So anyway, and usually I check before I even go into the restaurant. And then when I think, because I got this Prime, I got this gym membership, and they just take it out when they want to take it out, honestly. And I'd be like, they just be messing up my flow. That's why I always either got to keep extra money in there for that, just in case they decide to take it out when they want to take it out, or I just take the money out and say, you know what, or I double check to make sure the money's in there before I zip the card, because I never know when one of those things gonna come out. So on that note, I just double checked, but I didn't, and they didn't take it out because of that. It just went zero balance, and I was like, wait a minute. But if they let me keep the checking account, this is before I called. Why is my bank account is still zero balance? So anyway, everything went zero balance, and everything went zero balance. You have money in there or not, everything went zero balance. And then, like I told you, John said they put the money back in there before they said they were going to put it back in at 10 o'clock tonight. But they put it back in there. Then when he go check, it says zero balance and pending. So I don't know what's going on, but I told him, hey, if you see that the money's in there, just go to the bank and take the money out. I can't be playing no games now, with them. And hopefully that my direct deposit will be all right on tomorrow. And I think I'll get up early and just go get it out. And I know one bill supposed to be coming out on the 15th. And like me and John, we knew that it was an early pay, so we just paid our bills early. We just, you know, well, I'm not gonna say everything was early, but we just knocked it out the park. Because we said we got things that we had to pay. We probably got back bills that was too old from before. So we just trying to keep everything current and, and get back on track so we could do what we need to do eventually with stuff. But every time we turn around, something's going on. And now with this banking system, wow. Even with his Uber, he did Uber 2 days in a row. And he put that in PNC. And I thought something was wrong with Uber, and it wasn't. It never went in. And find out it did go in, but PNC just never cleared it. And John said he'd been dealing with that for a while. He said sometimes the bank didn't clear for 2 days. I said, what? Because usually the bank is pretty good about clearing it that same night, because it go in as cash or something, whatever how Uber and them do it. And it didn't. And so John said he's not worried about it, but after the second day, it didn't go in, and find out that it didn't go in. So now I think they're gonna send him a cashier check, because nothing was wrong with his account when that happened to me. And then he was like, "Oh, that's not gonna happen to me." I said, "John, I think something going on with the banking system, because usually I don't have a problem with PNC, and I've been a long time customer over 20 years." And he was like, "Well, I put money in there constantly almost every night or every weekend or whatever when I do Uber." I said, "Okay." And then the next day he get up, he's like, "Guess what happened?" I said, "What?" He said, "My bank account's vanished." I said, "Oh." And he went to the bank and find out that they closed it too. And he had money in there. So on that note, I don't know what's going on, guys, but stay alert, and if you could tell me something. I know some bankers on my Facebook page. I know who you are. I ain't gonna shout you out, but I know who you are. So if you could, You know, I might have to see if you on my what you call it, instant messenger. You know, I ask you a question or two, like, hey, what's going on with the banking system? And you might can't tell me everything because you know I don't think you work for PNC. But at least you can explain something to me. So anyway, yeah. So my other sister, my older sisters told me maybe you know, Charlotte's good to go, guys. I know. Cheryl said, maybe, Carolyn, maybe you need to just take your money out and go to a different bank, you know, because you just don't know what's going on with the bank. But I don't know. I might have to do that, or I might just hold on to that one account just a little longer because I had that account over 20 years, and might get a savings account somewhere else, and until I figure out, do I want to ask them again for a savings account, or or whatever. You know, it probably won't be joint. It probably just be mine if I go back to PNC, because me and John was doing his own thing anyway. You know, so we really didn't need the savings account. Maybe that's why I wasn't quite upset about it, because he was doing his thing, and we was mainly just using the checking account really, because I was putting money in my own savings account. You know, so it's not like we was really using it, you know. So anyway, we was holding it for like a bill and then switching it back over. So that's what we probably was doing with that more than anything. But that's about it. So I hope this helps somebody. I know it's kind of long. You know, after 20 minutes, people probably don't want to hear it. And me wearing masks and all that stuff. Forgive me. I'm trying to get my dental work done. You know, I've been going from state to state still didn't get it all done. You know, it's a long process and painful process. So that's probably next, you know. So just forgive me on that part. But I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. Check your bank accounts, you know. I don't know if it's just PNC or if it's other one. I know that they said one bank collapsed, another bank collapsed. I don't know what's going on out here, but I just said just be aware of what's going on and know how much you have in the bank. So when they do ask you, you know exactly how much you have and what you don't have. You know, at least I knew that about myself, right? So but it catch you off guard. Usually things don't usually catch me off guard, but this one kind of, because of the fact that um I when I woke up I knew something happened, but I didn't call right away, and then I still transferred it even though I seen that something was going on with my account, but I still transferred the money anyway. And when I submitted, I didn't double check to make sure it was there until later on. Then I said, wait a minute, it never transferred. It transferred, but it just didn't show up. So on that note, so anyway, I I'll give you an updated I'll give you another update on what the letter said, by what was the reason, unless it comes on the news and said that the bank closed down or they merged with somebody or they decided to dictate now what you need and what you don't need, I guess, you know. Whichever the case is, I will come back if it's next week or um, whenever it is, I will come back and let you know. Okay. Well, good night. Still enjoy your spring break. I'm still gonna try to enjoy mine. You know, I was thinking about going to Disney Springs, and I was thinking about hitting a movie or something, and I was gonna go bowling with hubby. You know, those were some of the things that was on my agenda. I didn't know I was gonna do all of those, but I was gonna try to do something, and definitely go out with my sisters and you know, just have a good time hanging out like we did last what's the name, even though I was not feeling good and everything. They were like, you sure you're gonna be up to it? And then right now they wasn't feeling good either. But the time we got together we all was in decent shape, you know? So we supposed to hang out and stuff, and even though I probably gotta go to work after. So you know, but it's all good, you know, like that. You know, they said that's what happened last time too. They said I either in my uniform get ready to put on my uniform. And they always catch me putting on my uniform or I coming in from a uniform, you know. And they said if I see that uniform one more time. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. I gotta work. I gotta pay bills. So anyway, and plus I like food. I like cooking. I like it. It's not bad, you know. You know I like church. You know I like children, teaching children, helping out with children. And you know now I like helping out at restaurants. You know, that's all I like. I know it seems like I'm probably bored, but no, those are the three things that I do like. I like ministry, definitely helping and stuff. So yeah, so those are the top three things. I like a lot of other stuff too, but those is definitely the things that I enjoy doing. So anyway, on that note, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope this information helped you. Okay, talk to you later. Bye bye.